Hello there guys, and welcome to the next chapter in our MPLA campaign here in Graviteam Tactics. We are now actually trying to hold the enemy off from one of our main towns. They are finally moving in to Angola proper, and at this point our resistance really has to improve. Now obviously we don't have all the fancy stuff like for instance any tanks whatsoever or anything like that, but a few other interesting things have happened. Now the enemy's going to have to cross this little bridge area, I believe, or this little sort of, I guess it's a river. It looks like it's a river with no water in it. It may have very little water. And what we've also gotten over here, I'm going to show you guys. Now, unfortunately, one of these units is going to retreat. We've got some militia units. This guy, Boavita, as well as this unit over here, Boavita as well, are two militia units. And as you can see, these guys are ready and willing to die for their country. I'm not sure exactly what makes them militia units in particular. One thing I want to do also, though, is move these guys over here. Oh, the order's not executed because the damn commander's absent. I wanted to move them into a sort of safer location on the banks here of the river, but that may not happen. I'm going to go ahead and take Gonga, which is another one of our militia units, and move him over here to our main line of defense, which I'm not sure. Oh, he's not even going to follow. Militia units don't particularly like to listen very much. But we do have this nice little line of defense here led by Monteros, and I don't know why the commander's in front. It's probably my fault. But hopefully that's just going to give our men more and more reason to fire upon the enemy and win this battle. So anyway, guys, I will get back to you as I usually do when we get to our first engagement, and we will see how this battle goes. Guys, the battle has begun. We've got some enemies over here on a ridge line over by Opotimos, and you can actually see them aiming, our men aiming and firing at these guys. They've spotted them over here on top of the ridge somewhere, but I'm not really sure if they're going to bother to get closer, because that could of course mean us peppering them with shot, but we're going to hope that eventually it happens. Let's go ahead. We've got some more enemy contact. Wow. At this point they're coming through, looks like these bushes over here, this sort of savanna area, and that's definitely going to give them some cover while attacking this position. All I'm hoping is that we can spot them quickly and shoot effectively. Let's go ahead and take a look at where our guys are. So they're still a ways off, the enemy, but our men definitely have an idea of where they are, and we actually got that militia unit to start moving. Where is he? You guys can see Gonga is already moving into position, and we're going to go ahead and just take a look here. Where else are the enemy coming from? So it looks like they're coming exactly where we want them to come from, and that's directly ahead of us. Beautiful shooting. Wow, look at that cover fire. Let's just go over here to our guys. Who's shooting? Oh, could it be Gonga? I don't know. Confusing. There. Whoa. Oh, it's Chara. I didn't even spot that guy. A commander's killed. Wow. So Chara just got sniped. I've never had that happen before. The commander got sniped almost immediately. Look at that. Pretty odd. And of course, that's probably the enemies attacking that sniped our poor guy there. I'm also surprised because I still haven't really spotted the enemies. They're hiding themselves very, very well here. There we go. You see one of them, or at least an imprint of one of them. There we go. Shoot him, boys. Shoot him. At least give our guys an idea of where to shoot if we can actually do that. And let's take a look if we can actually drop any sort of artillery. I think we can. Let's go ahead and hit these guys over here. And of course this may not be effective at all. I'm not even sure if we can get the artillery to come in this quickly. As you can see, it's still on 0%. It's unlikely we'll be able to, but we're going to try. Shoot, boys. Okay, now we've got a definite line of attack ahead of us, guys. You guys can see that. Look at that. So the enemy is ahead of us. We are absolutely wasting them. Boom. 3 guys down. Or is that 3 guys? 2 guys down so far. 3 guys. Oh my goodness. Keep shooting, guys. Keep shooting. We've got this one enemy infantry unit we really have to worry about. Just want our men to keep firing. They're doing a great job right now, especially Chara's brigade. Look at all the incoming fire. Oh, one guy just went down. There's absolute panic in the lines right now, and actually Chara is pulling back. So is Gonga, one of the, I guess this is a conscript units, which is sort of annoying because these guys have a great position. I don't see why they'd want to pull back right now. However, there is probably one reason, and that is a lot of these units are militia units. They don't have a very high rate of morale, I guess you could call it. Let's see. Do we have any more enemy contact? We do. So the enemy may be trying to flank us over here on the right side. And let's just hope we can hold back any assault they send our way. I want to go ahead and move Boa Vita over here, but as you can see, he's not really listening to me. Order's not executed. We got to wait for the blue line on top to sort of fill up, and only then will the militia listen to me. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Chara is taking an absolute beating, and it looks like Chara panicked completely here. And it's actually running into the enemy lines. It's not recommended, guys. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, looks like we've already spotted the enemies on our flank, and this is definitely going to concern these guys a little bit. I'd like to actually move one of these, where's that militia unit? Gonga's gone. The other militia unit, we can move them into one of these trenches. Right now, these trenches are doing a very, very good job at holding our position for us. Oh boy. Alright, now we've got enemies over here on the eastern flank. Wow, we actually hit one of them. Great shooting by our guys. Absolutely magnificent shooting there. Let's take a look. Oh, that's awesome. So we're just going to basically stay in those trenches, stay put. I want to see how that artillery is coming along. 0. So yeah, we're not going to get anywhere close to them with our artillery. Come on, Borba. He's undoubtedly Angolan, because Borba is actually the name of a town in Portugal, and a delicious Portuguese wine, which I have had the pleasure of drinking. Yeah, so that's really funny. Looks like this flank is not going so well as the enemy had hoped. We've already hit 2 of their men. Actually, 3. There's one over here, too. Look at that. 3 of their men so far, and we continue to defend this area perfectly. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I think that... Oh, I was going to say I thought that was a mortar, but it's not. It's just a smoke bomb. Or a flare, rather. Sort of bring attention to the men. I'm going to go ahead and set targets with this unit, even though I know he's not going to do much because he's a conscript unit. At least we'll let him know what we expect from him. Shoot, boys. Alright, I see more and more men out there. I'm sure you guys see them too. Let's go ahead and set targets. Oh, wow. Awesome. So this guy's definitely spotted the enemy. Oh, my goodness. Look at that rate of fire over there. And we could spot the enemy sort of a ways away there. I'm going to go ahead and set targets on them. Make sure this unit focuses only on the enemy. Borba's unit. Great shooting there. They've absolutely spotted the enemy troops, and now they're just throwing as many tracers as they can their way to let the rest of the unit know where to fire at. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's great work. Great work, guys. Great work. Absolutely devastating fire here. Looks like the enemy's going to be pulling back here. They're trying to run away, but it's going to be really hard for them. Wow, that guy just wasted an entire clip just firing into the dirt here. Alright, we've got another unit panicking, guys. Not good. Let's go ahead and take a look at which unit it's panicking specifically. Okay, so it's actually one of the conscript units. These guys don't last at all. I mean, they're easily routed. They really are. I hate to say that about them, but it's just the truth. We got one of these guys crawling real close. We're probably about to hit the rest of these guys. You can see there's a lot more enemies crawling over here. Not a lot more, but maybe like 4 or 5. And we want to get rid of these guys. Let's go ahead and make sure that he knows where to fire. Borba. So he's got them all selected at this point. Come on, man, I expect better shooting than this. Let's see what it looks like from their perspective. Actually, they're doing some pretty effective fire right back at us. We really need to start shooting back. Santos. Let's go ahead and set targets with Santos. Come on, don't let them get close, boys. That really effective fire by the enemy machine gunner, and we really want to get rid of these guys soon. Oh, did we get a hit? Yes, we did. We got 1 hit over here. Beautiful. Took down their MG. 2 of their MG guys. Look at the cover they had, too. That's why I was so worried and why they were getting such effective fire. They had great cover, and right now all of our guys are panicking. You can see that flashing. It's not a good thing. It means that our men are getting a little uncertain of the outcome of this battle, but we're doing a great job here. I don't know if we've ever gotten this many kills on South African soldiers without a tank. And really, each South African soldier killed is another reason for South Africa to pull out of this war. And one more reason that the population is not going to be happy with it. So we're going to keep firing here. I'm going to try to take out the rest of these guys, really make it a full squad of enemy dead. Let's go ahead, we'll set targets. Hopefully our men will spot these guys and do the appropriate action. This guy's just kind of walking like nothing's going on. He may not even know that we have a defensive position over here. But nice shooting, Borba! Oh, did you guys see that? Right through the chest. That was beautiful. Got another guy down, and as you can see, we just got a pile of South African dead. More like a line of South African dead over here, and they're still trying to get to our positions, but we've also killed a bunch of them in front of our positions over here. This was pretty crazy for them to even try to assault our trenches this close, but we paid them back in full, so everything's all right now. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I think we just got the entire squad. Everyone's down here. I was really hoping to get some prisoners, but that may or may not happen. And guys, remember, this is the first battle that has actually gone into Angola proper, and that is why we've got this large river. We don't want the enemy crossing this river. They will then be in Angola officially. So we want to make it as hard as we can for the enemy to get across here. We really just want to make it not, make their time not worth it, basically. Or make it not worth their time, I should say. We're going to go ahead and send this militia unit across the river here. Boavita, and I'm hoping that he can provide some sort of support to our men. But right now, we don't really need as much support. I mean, if we got a tank, that would be great. If we got an artillery bombardment, that would be even better. But really, all we need to do right now is hold these positions. I may go ahead and try to take one of these positions, like Opotamias 2, just to create some controversy in this battle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send one of these units to Opotamias 2. And it's actually a militia unit, so if anything goes wrong, no biggie, really. It's they're not professional soldiers, they're just angry villagers, which makes sense. I wonder how they're going to make it across. I guess they can't cross the river, so they may have to go another way. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Alright, the trenches look pretty calm for now. It does look like we may have held off the attack, but, I'm always cautious. I want to take a look here and see what damages we've taken. There's obviously a lot of blood over here. This guy was the commander that just got sniped almost immediately. Let's see over here if this is just blood or a dead body. Okay, so we just got, this guy's wounded, but putting up a great fight. What about our commander? This is the guy who was really concerned about Mantaras being in front. He's doing great. The unit, I don't think, has taken a single hit, so that's always a good thing. Let's make sure the enemy contact is not new or recent. Alright, I guess Bovita's going a totally different way. That's interesting. Sort of want to move Mbumba up, but that may or may not be a smart idea. This is the one battle where I would take infantry over any sort of anti-tank weapon, because I think all the enemy is sending at us in this battle is infantry units. And we need to kill as many of them as possible. If you guys watched the last battle, you could see just how many units these South Africans have. I was under the impression that it was like just a basic expeditionary force and not very large, but they have a ton of men. We really need to kill as many as we can and sort of even out the kill sheets, the kill-to-death ratio here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Boavita, what are you doing? We're going to go ahead and just fast forward here a little bit. Since Boavita apparently has not gotten his... Oh, yes, we want to stop. Oh, we're getting bombarded. Definite artillery bombardment on us, guys. You guys saw that? That was not pretty. Oh my gosh, did that... Oh, that was nasty. So it actually hit one of our trenches right there. You guys could see that was the impact crater and absolutely destroyed 3 of our guys, maybe 4. Quite a lot more than we expected. That was nasty. So 2 artillery hits. I'm not sure where they came from. Not sure if they were even artillery or something else, but that was pretty effective, I must admit. Alright, let's hope that nothing else like that comes in again. And I'm hoping that will actually usher in a new attack by the enemy so that we can go ahead and finish them off once and for all. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward once again. Let's see what Boavita's doing. So he has to go all the way around. That sucks. Oh, more enemy contact. Key point is taken. beautiful. Sigma 2. So we actually managed to take that key point, guys. Didn't even realize that we didn't have it, but that's awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look at that new enemy contact. Apparently, they're somewhere across this river. I haven't spotted them. I'm sure you guys haven't either. We may go ahead and try to call a ceasefire pretty soon. I mean, right now, the game is in our favor. But, of course, I always like to be extra safe, so we're probably going to go ahead and make sure Boavita gets to his position over here at Opatamius. And hopefully that will allow us to go ahead and win this battle. So let's go ahead. We're actually going to fast forward. I'm actually sending Mabumba in as well. Enemy contact again. This time we better be real enemy contact. No, nothing. Our men still haven't spotted a thing. At this point, we just want to force the enemy to ask for a ceasefire. I'd rather not ask for a ceasefire myself. I'd rather have them ask for it and then I accept it. But things have to change sometimes. Oh, like right now, like the enemy having an APC unit. That's a bad thing, you could see. We're going to go ahead and rotate this gun to face this way. Alright, you just stay there, dude. You just stay there and defend. I don't know if this gun even knows what we're asking for. Let's go ahead and set targets. Let's see if Chilembo can actually follow orders here. Be pretty awesome to get a hit on one of these tanks. Come on, Chilembo. Boavita is actually getting dangerously close. I'm going to go ahead and just defend this area. Whoa. Okay, we really want to do something with this AT gun. You know what? We may have to try to move it up. I don't know how this works. I mean, I'm honestly not as skilled with these AT guns as I am with other things in the game. I absolutely get annoyed with how to use them sometimes. And I think one of the problems here is just range. This thing has tremendous range, it's APC. We have no range with that gun. Little to no range. You can see there's a lot of enemy infantry in this sector also. That's another thing to be concerned about. And that's what we were trying to take out before this happened. Alright, let's go. This should be a good area because he's got like an uphill advantage. I don't know. I may be wrong, but let's try this. And go ahead and set Chilembo up here. At this point, our militia's obviously stuck, but what we can try to do is kill as many of the enemy infantry as possible. Love for our guys here to start firing at them too. Let's see, where's that damn AT gun? Let's see how it's working. Alright. Captivity. Oh, that's bad. We actually lost our militia guys. They are now prisoners. Although, I totally agree that in that case, you've got to surrender. I mean, there was nothing they could do. And they were up against an APC, no anti-tank rounds whatsoever. And at this point, I really just want to make sure we destroy this APC somehow. I'm going to go ahead and right-click and use the attack order. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we want to do everything we can to aim our gun at that APC and to hit it. Alright, Chilembo, are they moving up? If they're moving up, it means we just weren't close enough. If not, then they're just being frightened little children. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. They're kind of just hanging out. They don't really want to do much. Come on, guys. At least set up the fucking gun, please. They didn't even set it up. So let's go ahead. We'll set the defensive order here. I'll be surprised if they follow it. Go ahead and set the defensive order here. So Chilembo is totally terrified, of course. And all we really need to worry about is that damn APC, so it's really annoying. the enemy APC right here. It's got a pretty nice vantage point ahead of it. Luckily, it hasn't gone to attack our trench yet, but certainly could happen. Boom! I saw a shot. I saw a shot. Boom! Oh! Yes, we spotted the enemy. Keep shooting, boys. Keep shooting. Holy crap, another shot. Another shot. You see that flash, guys? Oh, come on. Come on, Chilembe. Yes! Direct hit on the APC! Oh, that was fucking beautiful. Did you guys see that? Absolutely beautiful. The enemy's going to have to rush out of this APC right now to keep from burning up inside. But an amazing, amazing hit. And after all that shit-talking I had done about the AT guns, I've got to take that back. That was pretty awesome. I love to see the little flash of the muzzle there. It just sort of like, bink! And then, you know, 5, 6, 7 seconds later, boom! An utter explosion. I wish this militia hadn't surrendered and had just stuck it in there. But it looks like that is not their choice. Oh, that is a beautiful sight. Nothing better than a burning APC. Look at our prisoner. He's just like, is the battle over? Can I go back to my lines now? Wow. Oh, is the enemy shooting at our prisoners? I hope not. That would be fucked up. Alright, so we still got a lot of enemies across the bridge here. Unfortunately, our men can't seem to spot them. It may be just because of all the cover. There's a lot of reeds and things like that. That certainly may be a problem. Oh, that is awesome. Boom! I hope it actually burns some of these guys up. Their crew is definitely still fighting. There's one crew member left alive. Looks like probably the driver. And I love how that thing is still exploding. All the ammunition inside is not helping. I don't know, what are these guys shooting at? What are you shooting at? You guys are crazy. The enemy is apparently just shooting sort of off into the woods. I think they're trying to spot our men. Oh. I see what they're doing. They're shooting at the rest of Boavita's men, the ones that haven't surrendered yet. He's trying to get up there quickly. But to take this victory point if possible. And at this point, you see the 100% is up, but we still aren't firing. I don't know what that's about. Oh, was that a mortar shell that just came in? Because I heard something. Oh, beautiful. So the APC blew up again, and as I expected, killed this guy, the driver. That happens quite often, and I actually think we also lost one of our prisoners here, blown up in the explosion. That's what you get for surrendering, but it happens. So that explosion can get pretty out of control. You can see the APC's completely on fire now. When those ammunition caches start blowing up, there are problems. What are those explosions? I'm hoping that that's our artillery finally coming in, or I should say our mortar rounds. But I don't think so. Whoa. There we go! Oh, wow. That may very well be some mortar rounds coming in, guys. Oh, just the exploding APC ammunition. That's probably what it is, yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Let's go ahead and see if I can just select an area to fire at. I think I can, but I'm not really sure if it would do much at this point. We really just have to try to take as many areas as we can. Look at that. Oh, that's devastating fire over there by this machine gunner. Hiding in these bushes. Devastating fire. That ammunition cache just keeps exploding. I'd love to go ahead and send one of these units over here across the bridge, or I should say over here to this area, so that he can go ahead and actually engage the enemy. I think I'm going to try it. It may not be a great idea. We'll find out soon enough. We'll even move Borba up. Wow, awesome. So our men are already shooting. They've already spotted the enemy. Let's go ahead and move Borba up as well. This is one of the few times I'm actually going to leave the trench. And just move up a bit, because we're going to get much better vantage point on the enemy troops here. Right there, right there, right there. Going to be right across the water from these guys, so we've really got no excuse. Looks like there's more enemies across the bridge here. This battle has gone on for ages. I haven't even kept track of this battle. Usually I try to time my videos, but this I've just kind of continued with. This is pretty crazy stuff. I've never seen something this hectic, or a battle take this long, which is a good thing. I mean, that's that's always cool, always fun. Let's go ahead and defend here. At this point, it looks like, excuse me, guys, the enemy may be being a little more cautious. Oh, yes, look at that. So you could definitely move across the water, because this guy is trying to, at least. It looks like it. This may be a dried out part of the river. Doesn't look like there's any water here. Let's take a look. Okay, there we go, guys. Wow. So he actually spotted the guy crossing the river there. We're going to probably get a perfect hit with our men. Should be able to. Come on, man. Oh, I love that. Shots in the water. Look at that. That's awesome. The ripple effect is perfect. But this guy's still a problem. It looks like he's crawling through some sort of muddy area. Oh, he's disappeared. He's disappeared. It's not a good thing. I'm going to keep Santus where he is. I really want actually a ceasefire at this point. Okay, we took the key point of Opotamius. Awesome, guys. At this point, it looks like we're just fighting these guys across the river, as well as the remaining men in this unit here. Alright, so we took another important key point. That's always a good thing. I'm going to try to keep the rest of Mbumba alive. I may as well, and just keep them back here. And look at that. Our men have already spotted a target here, but these guys are well hidden. He's sort of just... Oh, he's definitely wounded. You guys can see that. Absolutely wounded. A commander is killed. I want to see which commander. Okay, so we lost Santus. This is one of the reasons I don't like to leave the trench, because situations like this can occur. But unfortunately, Santus is gone, and that's going to definitely cause a morale drop amongst his men. A major morale drop, and in fact it looks like they're already kind of taking off, just fleeing. This guy's fleeing towards the enemy, and he just got shot for it. Look at that. Oh, that's not good, man. These push wars can be extremely violent. Let's go ahead and set more targets. Not the greatest idea. Although, to be honest, I sort of expected it not to work very well. When you have a trench, it's really just better to keep it. It's sort of like sad to say, but going back to almost World War I tactics and that, staying in the trench is usually the most effective thing to do, especially if you've got some guns, means of defense, etc. Why not? Still got a lot of enemies over here. And I'd like to hit them, but it looks like our men have definitely lost some of that momentum that they had in the beginning of the battle. And that happens, you know, once we're fighting for a very long time, you lose momentum. I'm not even sure what the ammo situation is in these units. They could be almost out of ammo. We'll take a look here quickly at Borba. Wow, so look at that. I was right. They are almost out of ammo, which is pretty rare with these infantry units, these frontline infantry units. 9% of their ammo left, so that's not good. Whoa, what was that sound? I didn't like that sound. That sounded like a mortar, and it's not mine. Come on, guys, you gotta shoot better than that. As you can see here, the men are just really trying to be careful and not waste all that ammunition. And the enemy's not really giving up either. Despite losing a lot of men, they don't want to surrender in this battle. Or ask for a ceasefire, I should say. Alright, we're going to go ahead, guys, and try to be the bigger men. We're going to go ahead and ask for a ceasefire and see if the enemy will follow suit here. Right now, we basically have a pretty good setup in this battle. I mean, a pretty good outcome so far, I think. Sure, we've lost some men, but we've destroyed an enemy APC. We've killed a number of enemy infantry trying to attack us on all sides. We've taken back a number of victory points. So I will say that right now, this to me seems like a victory. Of course, the game could change. We never really know. At this point, it looks like the men or the enemy is just kind of sort of fading off, trying to get away as quickly as possible. It doesn't look like they're going for any more attacks. They may even be trying to make it to Opotamius 1 over there. I want to see, can this unit move? I don't think they can because they don't have a commander, but... Oh, wow, Mabinda can move. So we're going to see if Mabinda can get over there, but they may have to go all the way across to get across the river, which we're trying to avoid. Oh, poor enemy units are burning. Alright, so the enemies ahead of us totally disappeared. They're not even a concern anymore. Enemy contact. Aha! So that's what I thought. They were actually going to go for one of our partisan units, or not partisan units, militia units here, Mabindas, and that's not something I expected. I didn't expect them to be all the way over here. Let's go ahead and move forward with the Mbumba. We'll just get him on the other side of the river to sort of spot. Despite being the commander, I think it's probably worth it. Wow. Come on, guys, defend yourselves. So right now, it looks like I can't even control this unit. I think just because of the placement. It's pretty bad placement. It's not letting me even set targets. Oh, wow. Fighting back. The militia's fighting back. Shoot back, boys. Shoot back. Oh, do we have some more enemy contact on this side of the river? I think we might. Let's take a look at our militia unit. How are these guys doing? I'd like to have at least hit one of the enemy troops on this side of the river, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, guys, this battle is really going quite far. I think that it's gotten really to its climax. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pause and wait till the end of the battle. Hopefully it'll come soon, and we can go ahead and see the stats and review the field. Alright, guys, it looks like the enemy units have agreed to our ceasefire, and this could be the end of the battle. The men have faced a long and arduous journey to get here, but damn it, they've put up a great fight. We definitely put the South Africans to shame here. Absolutely put the South Africans to shame, killing a bunch of their units, wasting that APC. I mean, I bet they thought they were absolutely invincible with that APC. And beautiful Chilembo, what an awesome guy. A draw, well, you know, whatever. I'll take that. I expected a win, but I'll take it. You guys can see here that we killed 22 of the enemy. We wounded 5, or they killed 12 of us. I think it's them killing 12. I'm not sure. Yes, it looks like 12 of the enemy dead, 8 wounded, 22 of our men dead, 5 wounded. We definitely lost more men, apparently. But we did destroy one of their vehicles. We put up a good fight. We held the line, which was, of course, the most important part. And like I was saying before, I think this APC unit was so confident that they were going to be fine. And that guy, I'm just amazed. I want to see the range here, because I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you. I am a little shocked. Let's take a look here. Why can't I see the penetration on this one? That's weird. Oh, here we go. So it looks like, wow, that's a weird hit. Our artillery shell actually hit, or not our artillery shell, our anti-tank shell hit the wheel over here, and it exploded upwards, basically just throwing shrapnel into the crew compartment, things like that. That one driver that survived was blown up by the subsequent explosions from the ammo canisters, which I thought was hilarious. And look at this guy, Chilembo. Oh, man, does he look like a boss. Just absolutely, from all the way over here, I saw those 2 flashes. It took him 2 tries. Bink, bink, and then boom, and you've got a dead APC. Here's another reason the enemy probably got a draw here. Despite killing just about everybody on this side of the river. In fact, it looks like they totally retreated over here. The enemy started to pull back, and you can see, even now, how many men the enemy has left. They've got a lot of guys in their army, just a lot. The South Africans are not a tiny army by any means. And we'll take a look over here. They had a bunch of guys in reserve on this side of the river, just waiting for the order to move forward. But of course, that order never came, because we absolutely wiped the floor with them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe down below. And the more likes I get, the more comments I get, the faster I'm going to do this Graviteam Tactics stuff. So thank you guys, and have an awesome day.